First of all, I just want to say thank you, each and every one of you that's come out today, that's served. I greatly appreciate that. And I wanted to speak to you today a little bit about how the military shaped my life and how I ended up where I am today. And, you know, growing up, I didn't really know that much. I mean, I was American, so freedom, that was my right, and that's what I thought. I mean, I really didn't give it much thought. I didn't understand the cost of what freedom really is. And my dad was in the Army, and he was in Vietnam, and he really didn't speak much about it. You know, we knew he was in Vietnam, and he did his time, and he did what he had to do, and he got out. And that was it. And so later on, I met my now husband, and he was a gung-ho, you know, I'm military all the way, I love it, I want to be in for the rest of my life. And he was in the Army, and he served, and he got me interested in a little more of, okay, what the price of freedom was really about and how great the military was. So I decided to join myself and experience it myself. So when I was about 19, I joined the Air Force. And my dad was a mechanic, so I grew up knowing how to work on things, and I'm good with my hands, and it's just what I do. So, you know, they said, how about you be an airplane mechanic? And I said, nah, that's too much. I mean, those parts are big, the tools are big, and I'm a girl, so I don't do that. So then I said, okay, well, I'll do power production then. You know, I'll work on generators, provide power to remote places wherever we need. That sounds great to me. Let's do that. So that's what I did. And I was in the desert, and I served my time over there, and I did it, and thank God I didn't have to see any kind of conflict, because I don't think I could have handled it personally, but thank God I didn't have to see that. But I did go over there, and I saw what people went through, and, you know, I understand the great price for the freedom that we have today. And while I was in, of course, I did the GI Bill, and I didn't expect to ever go to school. I figured I'd just stay in and, you know, do my time and enjoy the military, see the world, and then get out. Well, once I started having children, that kind of changed, because I didn't want to leave them. I didn't want to go places then, you know. I didn't want their dad to have to raise them and me miss out on so much stuff. So I decided to get out, and then I worked as a mechanic. When I got out, I didn't do anything with my GI Bill. And a few years down the road, after my second daughter came along, I decided, you know what, I'm going to go back to school. Why not? You know, I have this sitting here, so let's do this. And I did. I went back, and 7.5 years later, I became a chiropractor. And I was in Charlotte, North Carolina, when I did all of that. And, you know, after it was all said and done, I thought, well, you know, let's go back home and serve my community that raised me, basically, you know. And, you know, I have my church family, I have my family here, and the community is just, it's fantastic. And, you know, not only Clewiston, but Moorhaven as well. You know, my children go to school in Moorhaven, and they have been great, very open to us coming back here, and I greatly appreciate that. And I bring my children here, hoping that, you know, someone earlier said, you know, I'm glad to see younger people coming, because, you know, where's it going to be when we all are done, you know? And that's why we bring our children to this kind of thing, and hope that they understand and get a better grasp of the price of freedom, you know, without having to go through the military, although I think it's great. If both of my girls went through the military, whatever branch, I prefer Air Force, but that's just me. But whatever, I would be so proud of them if they did that. And again, thank you so much for everyone that served and that's here today.